A true friend leaves paw prints on your heart. For many people, there is nothing in this world that is purer than the love of a dog. A dog is ultimately selfless and totally devoted to the humans who have chosen them. Dogs are much more than just couch slumberers and hole diggers. They have some extraordinary capabilities and fascinating physical features. Their brains aren't just limited to the 3 commands of sit, fetch, and stay. Studies have shown dogs can read facial expressions, communicate jealousy, display empathy, and even watch TV. Experts say they've picked up these people-like traits during their evolution from wolves to domesticated pets, which occurred between 11,000 and 16,000 years ago. Welcome to Third Eye TV Top 10 Facts. For this list, we are counting down the 10 most fascinating and mind-blowing scientific facts about dogs and their extraordinary capabilities.
Number 10. Dogs are as smart as 2-year-old children.
Though it may not seem like it when you discover a chewed-up sneaker or watch your pal chasing their tail, dogs are actually highly intelligent creatures with mental abilities close to those of a 2-year-old child, says canine researcher Dr. Stanley Coren. Dr. Stanley Coren, a canine intelligence expert, also says the average dog can understand about 165 words, and possibly more with training. Coren says, there are 3 types of dog intelligence. Instinctive, what the dog is bred to do. Adaptive, how well the dog learns from its environment to solve problems. And working and obedience, the equivalent of school learning. Dogs learn, just like a child, that certain sounds mean certain things. For example, the sound of the word walkies will quickly be associated with going for a walk, if that is what they do every time you say the word to them. The intelligence of various types of dogs does differ, and the dog's breed determines some of these differences.
Number 9. A dog's sense of smell is 10,000 to 100,000 stronger than ours.
Everyone knows that dogs have an amazing sense of smell, but were you aware that it's 10,000 to 100,000 times stronger than ours? One dog scientist likened a dog's olfactory ability to being able to detect 1 rotten apple in 2 million barrels. Dogs are expert sniffers due to the 300 million olfactory receptors in their nose. We have about 6 million, and the part of their brain that is responsible for analyzing smells, it is 40 times greater than ours. They have the ability to take in air and breathe it out at the same time. The purpose of this is to create an ongoing circulation of air, while us humans only have the ability to breathe in or out only one at a time.
Number 8. Dogs can suffer extreme tragedy, anxiety and depression too.
Every time you see a dog on a Facebook video, or even own your own ball of energy, you assume they're just ready to party at any given moment. However, dogs can suffer depression and anxiety just like humans. Although dogs can be useful to humans in many ways regarding mental health, these furry companions can have struggles as well. Their depression can have triggers that would bring down any human as well, such as adding someone new to the family or someone leaving the household. The symptoms of depression in a dog are just about as similar compared to the symptoms of depression in humans. They can lose their appetite, become inactive, lose interest in their favorite activities, and withdraw from the world.
Number 7. Dogs can read our facial expressions just like other humans.
If you look sad, then you may find another human walking up to you and talking in an attempt to cheer you up. Dogs can process a similar reaction to a human's facial expression. If you smiled at a dog, then a dog will process in its mind that you are happy and will probably smile back at you, in its own way. They may even react more overtly to indicates that they are happy by bouncing around, or wagging their tail, or zooming through your house or yard like a loon. Evidence suggests that dogs are sensitive to emotional cues conveyed by a human's face, and will even experience an increased heart rate when they perceive that someone is angry, fearful or happy.
Number 6. Dogs want to tell us what they're thinking, but they can't.
It's probably very frustrating trying to tell someone something when you just can't get the words out. Dogs don't have words, but they can communicate with us. They do this through a variety of body language techniques that can give us a wealth of information about what they're thinking, if we know what to look for. For example, a dog turning their head away and licking their lips tells us they are nervous. If they wag their tail feverishly, then we know they are happy. There are 5 common groups of canine communication signals: fearful, arousal, anxious, aggressive, and relaxed. The problem we have is sometimes the way they communicate with us is so subtle that we don't pick up on what they are saying. I guess until a dog can find a way to talk to us, there will always be a lot we don't know about what they think or feel.
Number 5. Dogs can pick up auditory mood changes.
Dogs can have a strong sense of smell, can see if we're happy or sad, but did you know they can also hear mood changes? It has long been known that dogs pick up the tone of sounds, including our voices, more than actual words themselves. These sounds will then be attributed to a feeling within their brain, such as joy when hearing the clink of their food dish being taken from the cupboard, or fear when they hear the bath running and they are being led into the bathroom. Have you ever scolded your dog but been unable to do it in a stern voice? Saying "you naughty boy" whilst grinning and laughing will no doubt be greeted with a wagging tail and a bouncy dog. That's because the tone of your voice sounds happy to them.
Number 4. Humans have influenced dogs' brains over time.
Border collies didn't just wake up one day knowing how to herd sheep. You also wouldn't plop a chihuahua in the middle of a field and ask it to put all the sheep in the pen. If anything, it would just stand there doing that weird shaking thing chihuahuas do. A dog's brain varies depending on the breed. Some are wired for hunting while others are wired for sniffing. Most of this behavior was influenced by humans over time by us. Scientists have proven that the selective breeding we have employed over the years to get the shape, color, or behavior we wanted has also had an impact on the way the dog's brains work. A dog's brain has been proven to vary from breed to breed, and a lot of this variation is down to our own search for particular behaviors when selective breeding. What this means is that dogs don't just vary in size, shape, and color, but also in the way their brains work.
Number 3. Dogs can figure things out, sometimes better than humans.
Dogs aren't just dopey creatures who have a hard time finding the treat when you mix up behind your back and offer both closed hands to see if they can find it. It might be a fun trick to play to try to fool your dog, but they're actually playing with us as they already know where the treat is. Remember, sense of smell. They might also be more rational when it comes to decision making than humans. Sometimes they won't take the easy way, they'll take the smart way, despite what others are doing. Whereas humans can fall into the trap of what scientists call over-imitation, the process of trying to imitate our surroundings and those around us too much. Dogs will learn from us, but will be more rational in their thought process when deciding whether to follow our behavior. They will watch to see what we do but won't copy us if the situation doesn't warrant it. This gives them a more objective brain when it comes to problem solving.
Number 2. Dogs are better at math than you think.
They're not going to know how to use a calculator or be able to solve y equals mx plus b, but they know basic arithmetic and can even beat a young child in simple math. Have you ever seen a retriever when out hunting? They will know exactly how many birds they should be fetching without having to be cajoled repeatedly into going out to get another. If 3 are shot, then 3 is what they will go and get. After fetching 1, they will know there are 2 more. And after getting the second, they will know there is 1 more. They know this because in a rudimentary way they count. Another way you will see a dog count is when watching them decide which pile of food they should eat first. If you set out 2 dishes with differing amounts of dog biscuits on them, they will invariably head for the one with the most on first.
Number 1. Dogs can get jealous too.
Have you ever neglected your dog so you can speak to a friend? Have they snapped at you or tried to get your attention? That's because they are feeling jealous. Dogs, like humans, want the attention of their loved ones. They need to feel like you are not neglecting them, otherwise strong emotions rise within them. In conclusion, doctors and scientists all over the world are still trying to figure out dogs. They may be a very simple animal that can learn a trick or two, but their brains are very complex. There is still a bit of mystery behind why dogs do the things they do, but in the meantime, we have some of the best companions that the human race could ask for. At the very least, we can appreciate that they don't jump on our keyboards when they want attention like cats.
Well, it was in my childhood days